Hello, everybody, and welcome to Farming Simulator 22. We've done a few live streams on.
Oh shoot! Hold up. Um, my mic was not working. My mic was not working, chat. Oh my. Oh, go Fisher. Who? Okay. Throw this bad boy. Oh, somebody caught a. Wow, somebody actually caught a unique or something. I feel like I feel like fish like to hide under here. Yeah, I have red worms. Okay. Chat, we could just watch some videos.
Asking him
Okay, that's loud.
to build.
His IRL living.
If you ever find yourself, this is how.
Mom is good.
But man, good job.
Gonna kill me. I got all F's on my report card. Well, I can't relate because I got all A's. Brown noser, smooth brain. Kids, what is all that ruckus? Mom, I got a surprise to show you. What is it, my pretty little princess? I got all A's on my report card. Do I get something special? Oh, wow, sweetie. That's amazing. And since you got all A's, I'll give you an award that starts with the letter A. Yas. An apple. I'm getting an iPhone. iPhone! No, honey. Just an apple, silly. What? Like and subscribe in the next 2 seconds to help me get a better present than Kayla. What do I get, Mom? I got all F's. Oh my God, Tinker. Oh God. Well, since you got F's, you get my Ferrari. Oh, yeah. Mom is gonna kill me. I got all F's on my report card. Well, I can't.
What is Hydra's worst fear? What? Dehydration? When you are at your funeral and you hear your mom say, I finally unlocked his phone. When you order online, when it arrives. American hospitals when a patient without family dies and they have nobody to take $50,000 from. Cartoon characters after eating a huge nacho. It's like a scarecrow for human. Being happy at your 18th birthday, realizing that your free trial of life has ended, people arguing if Pluto is a planet, me who knows it's a dog, politicians' personalities in a nutshell, 1%.
Oh my gosh. Let's go. We finally got something good. Much YouTube. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I'm big fine, too confident. I don't need.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another
go watch
Max
this video.
Velocity weather forecast. And in today's forecast, we'll be breaking down a nasty severe weather outbreak that'll be impacting parts of the United States today, bringing the risk of very significant damaging winds, large to very large hail, and a potential for a few tornadoes. I'll be giving the latest breakdown on everything that you need to know in this forecast, but let's first begin with what's happening across the United States today. We'll begin with the Central Plains, which is the area that we really need to watch closely for here today.
Yep.
We already have a beginning area of showers and storms back up in Nebraska that'll turn into an MCS later today, and this will start to drag down to the south and southeast, posing the risk for some very significant damaging winds, large hail, and as well as a few tornadoes. We'll talk about the timing and everything that you need to know in just a moment, and then we'll also be watching further off to the east for more severe weather in parts of the Midwest later today. This could pose the risk for some damaging winds and also some large hail. Another area that we have to watch for very closely for more severe weather, which we've already seen a couple days here in a row now of some severe storms there in the Midwest. So we'll be talking about more on that as well in just a few moments. Further down to the south and southeast, we have some showers and storms that have been ongoing this morning in parts of Arkansas, Oklahoma. This is actually some good news for these areas because what this will end up doing later today is stabilizing the atmosphere a little bit. That will actually help to basically decrease the risk for very significant severe weather as we go into the late evening and as well as into parts of the overnight hours once that MCS back up here starts to drag down to the south and southeast. So there is some good news with that storm activity, but the bad news is that there is more flooding potential coming with that for those back down in southern Arkansas and as well as Mississippi. So definitely be mindful of that. Again, make sure you turn around, don't drive if you're on the roadways because that'll definitely make things very dangerous over there as well. Back over on the East Coast, not a whole lot of activity here anymore. We have that low pressure system now back up into Canada. Another low pressure system back up into also central Canada. That's been spinning there for quite a while. That's kind of unleashing more storms across areas in Canada, and that's actually kind of a reason why we have that MCS that'll be developing in the Central Plains as well. So a lot of activity still out there, but obviously this is a very big concern today for severe weather because the Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk for severe weather, and this does currently include the Central Plains. And it includes areas like Kansas, Missouri, as well as even southern Nebraska. That's where everything's going to be starting off today, as well as parts of Oklahoma, Arkansas, and even back into Illinois, by the way. There is that slight risk of severe weather, and we do have to watch two different areas here because back down in the Central Plains, this is where we're watching for that MCS, and that's the potential for some very significant damaging winds out of a line of storms. And by the way, an MCS is a mesoscale convective system. That's what I'm talking about when I say MCS. And also back up into the Midwest, that's where we're watching for for just a few supercells to develop later today that could pose a threat for some large hail and damaging winds. I wouldn't rule out an isolated tornado. There is enough shear for it, but it will stay a very low risk overall. It's not enough right now for the Storm Prediction Center to issue that 2% probability tornado risk, but there could be that issued later today. It's not out of the question. Current damaging wind threat, you'll notice there's a hatched area across areas in eastern and central Kansas back into western Missouri. This is where we're watching for some very significant damaging winds. Definitely make sure you're staying weather aware today with multiple ways to receive alerts. I might even go live today for this, so make sure you click the bell icon down below and subscribe to the channel if you've not already, so you get notified when I go live here for a live stream. But you'll notice again, that's where we could be watching for damaging winds exceeding 70 miles per hour, and that's pretty likely out of a couple of these storms that are associated with the MCS, because as it collapses down to the south and southeast, it's going to basically be intensifying with all the instability that'll lead to the increased risk of at least some damaging winds exceeding 70 to 75 miles per hour. We could even see a storm goes high to 90 to 100 miles per hour. So definitely make sure you're prepared today. Flying trampolines definitely a possibility. And then back up into the Midwest, low end threat for that. And then this area of storms will start to weaken as it moves into central Oklahoma.
Wait.
There will at least.
I didn't see this video. I never seen this video. Let me check the video. Oh yeah, I seen the video. I think he might be trying to help me in tornadoes, which I'm already in a freaking house, dog. Yeah, I just saw that video.
Be some damaging winds still remaining. With all this being said, the flying trampoline meter today, it is a high risk, and that means that we could see scattered flying trampolines here associated with this line of storms. So definitely make sure you're flipping over your trampoline or hatching it down, whatever you gotta do, because those things can get propelled very easily off the ground with these high winds that we are forecasting today here across the Central Plains. But again, make sure you're prepared, have multiple ways to receive alerts, and take the proper precautions. Large hail threat right now, it's not too concerning, but it is going to be a concern primarily across Kansas. This is where we could be watching for some scattered to maybe even some numerous hail, upwards of around golf ball to hen egg sized hail. I wouldn't rule out an isolated storm closer to tennis ball sized hail, but since this is a line of storms, the hail risk will naturally be less than what it could be if these were discrete supercells. So that's some good news there. We'll be watching for at least some sporadic hail. If you're back down in Oklahoma or Arkansas, we might be looking at quarter half dollar sized hail out of isolated storms, but again, it's not nearly as concerning as the damaging wind threat for today. Back up in the Midwest, we are watching as well for maybe some hail. That will be upwards of hen egg as well. I wouldn't rule out an isolated storm up to tennis ball sized hail there as well, because the lapse rates will just be steep enough, and if the cells are discrete enough, we could see that hail threat really start to kick in and come into play. Tornado risk right now, it's low. It's not really that high right now. I wouldn't rule out that this gets upgraded a little bit, possibly in the Midwest, but right now it's a very low end risk today. Isolated tornado or two, make sure you have a tornado action plan in place just in case. And by the way, if you do end up being under a severe thunderstorm warning exceeding 70 miles per hour, you should treat it as if it's a tornado warning, because those can sometimes produce really high winds that knock over trees. So just want to throw that out there for today. All right, let's talk more about the timing. We'll begin with the Central Plains, and we're going to begin with Kansas. So we're going to go state by state here. Beginning with 12 o'clock, there will already be storms back up in southern Nebraska. These will begin to produce that damaging wind potential through Hastings and near McCook. Once we get closer to 1 to 2 o'clock, this line starts to move down to the south and southeast. You might be thinking, it doesn't look overly organized other than this one little cluster, but this is going to become more organized as we go throughout the day. And the reason why is because we're going to continue to see more instability start to build across areas in the central and eastern parts of Kansas. Once we get closer to 3 o'clock, this continues to move down to the south and southeast, going towards Hayes and as well as Salina, and eventually going towards 4 to 5 o'clock, we continue to see showers and storms associated with this MCS, and this will continue to move through areas like Hutchinson and as well as Topeka right around about 5 o'clock this evening. So make sure, again, you're staying very weather aware. Large hail. By midnight, storms are moving towards Michigan. This is nothing in comparison to what we saw with that tornado outbreak, but it is a possibility to see some lightning and maybe some gusty winds throughout Michigan overnight. But overall, severe weather is not really an issue at this point there. Then once we go into Saturday, there's currently no slight risk of severe weather. If this does end up happening, we don't have a slight risk. This would be the first time all month without a slight risk of severe weather. But this is back over in the Ohio Valley for isolated damaging winds and isolated large hail. And then as we head into Sunday, there is another couple areas to watch, one of which will be in the Midwest and as well as the Central Plains, and another back into the Northeast. And we'll talk about more on this in our next forecast. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe if you've not already.
Oh, chat. I gotta go bathroom. Alright, chat, I am back. I take a shot.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know about you, but Gary England, who, I mean, if you're within the WX community, you know who Gary England is. He is a legend amongst other meteorologists. He really for a tornado that hit Moore and Newcastle, among other places.
This has the potential of producing a long track tornado. Updating you for you folks in Stevens County, over into the southern half of Garvin County, over to as far north as Pauls Valley, and far northern Carter County. Reed is intercepting this storm right here, low level lock.
Mike Morgan has seen a fair share of tornadoes throughout his career, like dozens, literally dozens, including the infamous 1999 Bridge Creek Moore tornado. So he knows what these tornadoes are capable of. He's seen this damage firsthand. And at first he's like, you know, okay, get a safe spot, make sure you're underground, go to the center of your house.
Please do not take this lightly. Conditions today are favorable for large, long track, potentially violent tornadoes. And they may be difficulty due to heavier rain today. Also, there's more trees and hills in this part of the state. Please don't take it lightly.
As he sees this thing grow, he knows, like, oh, this is an EF5. This is a super serious event. He's like, you're not going to survive if you're above ground and you are in the path of this. That's just what it is.
And you can't survive these type supercells with tornadoes if you're above ground when they really spin up like this. It could be an EF5, makes no difference. You got to be below ground. Interior closet or bathroom is not going to do it, or get out of its way. Storm cellar, basement, or safe room, or below ground of any kind.
So get out of the way. He doesn't beat around the bush. He doesn't put it lightly. He just tells them how it is.
Again, folks, if you're listening to us, you need to be, and we're talking about these areas, you can't be in an interior closet or bathroom. Don't lose your life. Go get away from it or go below ground. Storm cellar, basement, or safe room. It's the only option you have. This is all heavy debris. You see how it's turned now to the east. There's the Warren Theater. There's Moore High School.
In the number 3 spot, we're actually sticking with Mike Morgan, but we're going back a decade to the May 3rd, 1999 Bridge Creek Moore F5 tornado. This event was truly one of the most significant tornadoes of all time. I mean, it was the first tornado where the National Weather Service actually declared a tornado emergency. 1. 2, it could have been the highest wind speeds ever recorded. I mean, it's debatable because the technology was kind of old and El Reno had really high wind speeds as well. But it was like 302 miles per hour, so that's insane.
Yeah, thank you.
3, the other thing that's so important about this event is, you know, this is like, and he says it in the video, this is like a weatherman's worst nightmare. I mean, everything aligned for this one, and Mike Morgan and Dan Anderson, who was the man who captured it on camera, they realized that this is like something that they have always feared happening. Check this out.
Terrible, terrible live view from Chopper 4. Jim Gardner, what do you see?
Mike, there you can see it on the ground.
That's a
very
horrific
dangerous
sight.
situation. Our worst fears really are realized.
Yes.
A major tornado on the ground in a major metropolitan area. Dangerous situation. Not since June 13th
You can hear
that we
it.
see.
You can hear it
often
from South
hear.
89th Street.
Let's be quiet for just a second. We'll see if we can hear that.
You can hear the roar. You can hear the tornado from 89th Street. You can hear the roar.
And the big moment is when Mike Morgan is left just speechless as he watches the debris fly through the air.
You absolutely have got to get down. Get to the lowest level you possibly can. We plead with you, do not take the extra minute or two. We plead with you to get below ground, get an interior closet or bathroom in the air. We pray and plead with you, please get down now. If you're I-35, get out of your car. If you're east of I-35 over to Tinker Air Force Base, please, we plead with you, go to your safe spot now, take your radio, forget the live pictures, go get safe. Oh my gosh.
89, South 89.
Whoa.
Folks, we plead with you, just go to your safe spot if you possibly
we
can.
pray.
That footage is ridiculous. And credit to Dan Anderson for capturing that footage. He's also part of this top 5 list. We're going to put him in there with Mike Morgan.
Forget the live pictures, go get safe. Oh my gosh.
89, South 89.
In the number 2 spot, we have Dave Freeman, who just reminds us that at the end of the day, a weatherman's job is to save lives and to protect them. In fact, he actually says that in this clip.
Watching that night, he saw me give the warning. He called his mom, who was not watching, and got her to shelter, and her apartment was destroyed. When you have that experience, then, again, you become very conscious that this is about taking care of people.
Dave Freeman was the chief meteorologist for KSN for over 24 years. All the training he had been throughout the first part of his career would all come up with the 2007 Greensburg F5 tornado.
The Kiowa County south of Greensburg and Greensburg itself. We urge you to move to shelter. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Stay with KSN. We'll continue to keep you informed. Circulation, no sort of tornado threat with these, but this guy down here near Greensburg, that's a whole different story. From the National Weather Service, a tornado emergency now in effect for Greensburg in Kiowa County. I want you to do, maybe we have some kids that are home alone tonight with mom and dad enjoying dinner out or something like that. Want to be moving to your tornado shelter. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn the volume up on your TV so that you can still hear me. I want you to go ahead and turn the volume up on the computer speakers if you are tracking our storms here live streaming on KSN.com. Leave the volume up so that you can hear us talking with you as we go through these next few minutes. You want to move down to the basement, and you want to go to the center of the basement. That's underneath something sturdy, like a workbench, a work table, or maybe the stairs down to the basement if they're in the center of the room. Center of the basement, lowest level, away from windows. If your house does not have a basement, then you want to go ahead and move to a small room in the center of the house on the lowest level with no windows. So that's, again, a small room, center of the house, lowest level, no windows. In most houses, that's going to be a bathroom or a closet, and you should go ahead and get into that room, grab a blanket or a pillow or a mattress and pull it up over top of you. Boy, I sure hate to tell you this, friends, but it looks like that thing is right on top of Greensburg. So your time is up. You need to be in your shelter right now.
The moment that he told the children, like, turn up your TV, maybe your parents are gone, whatever, turn up the TV, and he gives them clear instructions on what to do. And I mean, that's what your job is as a weatherman at the end of the day, just like I said.
Oh, yes.
And of course, finally, in the number 1 position, we have the GOAT, James Spann.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know if he's really the GOAT. I mean, Gary England is also kind of a GOAT. But seriously, James Spann is a legend. Everyone loves James Spann. He's just a pro. James Spann is the head meteorologist for WBMA-LD ABC 3340, which is Birmingham's ABC affiliate television station, and he has worked there in that field since 1978. During the April 27th, 2011 super outbreak, James Spann just went on a marathon. While all the other moments on this list are specific moments during event, this moment was an entire day.
So let's kind of reset here. It's 5:40. A lot of you are just waking up now to the sirens going off.
Well, James Spann joins us with weather now. Glad to see you finally getting a chance to sit down. You have been doing this almost 40 years. Have you ever seen a day like today?
It's reminiscent of the 70s.
There's so many moments from that day I want to show you. First of all, the way he uses technology. Just check out the way he uses the Skycam.
A severe storm right now. This is the right rear flank of the severe storm. This is the lowering back on the backside from the Coleman Skycam. And again, let's pull this out a little bit, Jason. Let me just show, let's look at the structure of this thing. One of the things you look for, you want to look for striations. And I think we can safely say that is a rotating updraft. This is the kind of thing where that looks like something you see in Kansas. It's amazing. All right, now let's go back in a little bit tighter. We'll scan the base of this thing. And, this is a storm coming right for downtown Coleman. So again, look at there. Look.
There's your funnel.
Okay.
Not sure if it's down.
Tornado down. This is a tornado emergency for the city of Coleman.
Yeah, and I think at West Coleman, you are in most danger of this. Look, I can see the debris cloud at the bottom of it. That is west of downtown Coleman right now. So if you are in...
And again, this thing is coming right through the middle of downtown Coleman. Tornado emergency, and I think we just lost power.
Just lost it.
Or when James Spann looks over at the significant tornado index, check this out.
Good. Now, look at the tornado impact number, 9.4. And the significant tornado index, we always thought that maxed out at 10. This thing has been running over 10. So again, these numbers are just about off the chart, as are almost all of the severe weather parameters today. And that's just amazing.
A 15.3.
Significant tornado index. Again, the system is telling us that.
And the double box. You gotta love the double box. Listen to how he just directs the room.
If we can double box this, okay, what we're going to put me in a box and the tornado in a box, and if we get the power back, maybe we can double box me and the Birmingham Skycam. All right, any hope of the double box? Or we? Oh, thank you, Vic. You got our double box going.
He told kids, like, if your principal gets mad at you, blame me.
Forget the polygons at this moment. Everybody in the Birmingham Metro should be in a safe place right now. I know you're trying to get your kids ready for school. Don't worry about that. If the principal gets mad, tell him to call me.
He's just he's almost like an uncle or like a dad. What's crazy about that day is he pretty much talked nonstop. He was always giving out information, but this very specific moment, he just can't say anything because he can't believe what's going on. Watch this.
But if by chance you're hearing me at the last minute on the radio, get into a safe place right now. Small, underground if you can. No underground, first floor, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. While you're looking at that, don't forget we have a possible tornado, could be a large one, that's moving up into Marion County out of Lamar County. Another one that's passing way north of downtown Birmingham, affecting the far western tip of Blount County. It's moving from Sipsey and Empire. Look at the debris. Look at the debris in that. Zoom in tighter, Jason, if we can go in tighter. Look at that. Goodness gracious. This will be a day that will go down in state history. Wow. And all you can do is pray for those people. This is a large, violent tornado coming up on downtown Tuscaloosa. Be in a safe place right now.
So there you have it. When you grow up watching the local news, these weathermen and women are like, they're almost like a part of your family. So let me know if you have any other weather woman or men.
That's so sad. What do I want? What does? These okay, Bates. Wow. I put some worms on there, guys. Put some worms. Ooh, that's a big fish jump. Guess I just sit and wait. Look at chat for a minute if I can. Ow, my ear. Cupid.
And now let's do something.
It's Sean.
And that you want to shout out, do so in the comments. I love to hear about them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. We got some of the more normal videos coming up next week, some more map related videos. So yeah, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.
I went through different lodges and I found my very first hacked lodge. I talked to the guy and yes, it is hacked. So we'll just go through real quick. So I got some diamond red deer all up here. This is where it starts to get a little insane. We do have duplicates. I went through. There's a many duplicate great ones. This is pretty insane. I personally have never seen a hacked lodge before. I talked to the guy. He admitted he is hacking. He hooked up his PC. I mean, that's freaking, that's a beautiful news. But this is all hacked in. It gets crazy. Got Mexican bobcat diamond, Mexico red deer, all diamonds. I gotta check for supers. Diamond wolf. I'm gonna guess all this stuff is diamond. Diamond Siberian, diamond Sika, diamond turkeys, diamond chamois, diamond Sika, diamond goat, diamond muley, more diamond muleys, diamond rockies. What do we got in here? Diamond rosies, diamond water buffalo.
Wow.
Another diamond water buffalo. More diamonds, more diamonds. I mean, it's insane lodge. Don't get me wrong, but it's all hacked. Whole bunch of monster diamond whitetail. Diamond, 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 diamond. What do we got? Albino gray fox. Crown blue wildebeest. Crown blue wildebeest. Melanistic fallow deer. Albino. Albino.
Dang.
20.02. He says he tries not to put duplicates in unless if they're great one duplicates, so oh my gosh. Yeah, this is insane. Oh, see, we've got multiple dupes.
Oh! What? Hey, what's up, dog? What is going on? How you oh.
If I told you I just woke up, would you believe?
Oh, what happened?
I went to sleep at like 7 yesterday,
Oh,
and I just woke up. I just woke. It's 8 o'clock right now, p.m.
In the morning?
No,
Oh.
the afternoon.
Wow. Man, I had to go.
Um,
Man, I just I'm level 5 now.
Cool.
And so yeah, I'm on the level
Yeah,
5 map.
cool.
I'm gonna try again unique.
Wait, which map is a level 5 map? Rocky
Oh,
Lake?
yeah, the American one.
God damn, I don't have enough money. Never mind, I have enough money.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't have enough money.
the temperature's
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay in Mudwater River. I got an advanced license yesterday and I don't want it to go to waste.
Oh, mine went to waste because I was not getting any fish. Like, I was sitting there for 20 minutes and I got no fish. I was like, ah!
Well, now that I'm here, I can also see what fishing rods you should get.
Oh,
Um,
remember last night?
yeah.
Dude, we both caught like 2.59 pound and you caught like a 3-pounder. That was like at the,
Yeah.
that was like the
That would be the same time.
I know. That was so weird. Dude, what if I get like a 5-pound?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've never gotten a 5 pound. So you're not allowed to get one until I get one.
Wow.
That's how it works.
Yeah, somebody in a different server called Unique. It was like a I forgot what we call it, but it's a small fish.
What crud do I have? Let me see.
Dude, they should add like a fish lodge.
Oh, come on. I bought a new. Oh, please?
Yeah, I hear you, Mom. Not you. Sorry about that. I was just talking to my grandmother.
Cool. Omniflow 11.5. Let's see how much.
You call your grandmother Mom?
No. No. I mean, I call her mom sometimes, but not
Oh,
mom.
I got one! I think. Oh, it's a. Oh, what did I get? Oh my, I got a black crappie or something. Dang, $34 for 0.63 pounds? That's insanely overpowered. I'm keeping.
Come on. Some of the black bullhead, whatever the fuck it was called,
Yeah.
over 2 pounds and $24.
That's a scam.
I know, but unless you have the advanced one, you can't release it. That's why I had to buy the advanced one.
Dude, I think it's like a pound black bullhead or something. I don't know. But that was. Oh shoot! I got another one. Oh god. Let's sink. Oh! My line's about to break! Oh my gosh! Whoa! This golden shiner, bro. Golden shiner 0.64 pounds, $29. Jesus.
Almost broke your line.
Yeah, it almost broke my line. It was that like freaking orange. Dude, that's how aggressive it is, bro. Jesus.
After you go fishing, like after your thing is full,
Yeah.
go to shop, put rods, and then buy the Omniflow 11.5.
Ooh, I need a bifloat. Oh, I got another one. Oh gosh. Oh my, it better. It's a bluegill.
Bruh.
I hate bluegills. It's under 1 pound though. It's pretty sad. Hold up, I got a message. Alright, what should I buy? Oh, I got another one. Oh god. Oh, I do not like that sound. It's another bluegill. Oh, Black.
Bruh.
No